Welcome to your daily dose of hope. We all know that the world can feel overwhelming and sometimes just out of control completely. Headlines bring us stories of conflict and uncertainty and tragedy. And it's normal to feel anxious or heavy-hearted when the news is filled with things of such fear. But we can't control world events, of course. The only thing we can control is how we respond to them and how we care for ourselves and others in the process. When we're angry or afraid, the part of our brain that detects threats takes over and it triggers the fight or flight response. And it overrides the part of our brain that's responsible for reasoning and logic. Physical change happens too, like increased heart rate, muscle readiness, and stress hormones can flood our bodies because we're being prepared to either fight or flee or freeze. The state of our brain at that point is around survival over conscious thought. And it just leads us to impulsive actions or poor decision making, or in a place where we're just not thinking clearly. When things like that happen and you can recognize, hey, this response is not helpful to me, there's a few things that you can do to help. Number one, limit your intake. Staying informed is definitely important, but consuming endless streams of bad news is just not helpful. You have permission to step away from the screen, focus on your immediate world and people that are right there with you. This includes social media too, because it's never going to make you feel better. And, there are people in organizations who want to keep us feeling angry and afraid for clicks and ratings, and many times so that they can continue to control a narrative moving forward, that they don't care about how you feel. The other thing you can do is ground yourself in what's real and present. Get back to your personal space. Take a walk, call a friend, cook a meal, or write in your journal. Take a step to remind you that your life, your choices, your presence matter, and you have control over those things. You can also do a positive thing. When fear makes us feel powerless, action helps. So we can donate, we can volunteer, or just simply show kindness to someone that crosses your path today. These are steps that help say hope still matters, both for ourselves and for the people that we interact with. We can also talk about it. Bottling up fear and anxiety can just make it grow and fester. Sharing feelings with someone you trust isn't a burden, it's an act of connection. And lastly, remember your influence. We may not be able to stop a war or disasters or global challenges, but each of us can make a difference in our corner of the world. And often the ripple of that compassion and kindness and calm spreads further than we often realize. The world will always be bringing us challenges, but we don't have to be consumed by them. Fear may show up, but hope and courage and small acts of kindness can change the energy in a difficult moment. This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.